Some people are just overly emotional. They'll hate you just because of the color of your skin. And this little kid here, unfortunately, he's a victim of bad parenting. But notice what I notice. Watch. I'll point it out to you.
So I'm making this video because I want to talk about Wes Rowley, the boy that shot the firefighters and started the fire on Canfield Mountain over here in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. So I did meet Wes last summer at Black Bay Park in Post Falls. He was living in his van at the time, and we just started hanging out at the park and we barbecued together, and we always just hung out there at the picnic tables. And he kind of gave me a backstory about how he came from like Priest River or Priest somewhere here in Idaho. He told me a little bit about his family. I didn't know a whole lot about him. He talked all about, said he was worked in tree climbing business or with tree work, and he just had aspirations to be a tree climber, professional tree climber, and that was his thing. And I recognized that he was kind of a troubled kid. He kept by himself. He just was very solitary. And he asked me a lot of questions about girls and if he thought like girls would like him. And I said, well, you're a good-looking kid. I'm sure there's plenty of girls here. I said, but this is a Christian town. They're not going to like the shirts that you're wearing, because he would wear demonic shirts all the time. And, I tried to minister to him about his sins and his rebellion, and I recognized that, there were some demons in this boy. Now, anyone that tries to judge my character and say, oh, you didn't recognize that he was a creep and all.
I'll try not to mock. I'm going to try not to mock. I like to mock. I'm not going to be mawkish. But what was the foundation? This kid. He's a kid because younger than me, much younger, about this age of his father. And his father is a separatist. One of them prison gangs that this one's an Aryan, some type of, some people just got to be a part of something. I got enough webbles to get my own self in trouble. But unfortunately, these are the homegrown terrorists that we have. And they're bringing up kids like this. Unfortunately. That lady, God bless her, she was very lucky. This kid probably took out 3 people. I know 2 for sure. But until the American public, the government, the president realizes that they're going after bullshit, illegal, that's working and paying taxes, and not the homegrown terrorists that are just right there starting shit, fucking up the program. Yeah, they are. And fortunately, in a way, they fuck up themselves. Unfortunately, up to 3 brave individuals lost their life.
In disbelief.
Multiple gunshot wounds. 2 Coeur d'Alene firefighters are down.
As new details emerge about the suspect, police say carried out an ambush-style attack, starting a brush fire, then shooting at firefighters responding to it. The Kootenai Sheriff's Office identifying 20-year-old Wes Val Rowley from California as the alleged shooter. A man with no known criminal history, who officers say likely used a shotgun in the Sunday afternoon ambush before dying from a self-inflicted wound 6 hours after the shooting began.
There is information that we've received that he at one time wanted to be a firefighter.
The suspect's grandfather telling NBC News by phone that Rowley had been in contact with the fire department and that he, quote, really respected law enforcement and he loved firefighters. It didn't make sense that he was shooting firefighters. Maybe he got rejected or something. Officials describe Rowley as a transient and have yet to establish a motive for the attack. Meantime, investigators are still processing Rowley's car, which the sheriff said he might have been living in, and they're combing through his social media. Whatever prompted the violence, 2 battalion chiefs are now dead. The fire department releasing with a heavy heart photos of John Morrison and Frank Harwood. David Tisdall, a firefighter and engineer, is still in critical condition, fighting for his life.
Dave is surrounded by his family, and he's had 2 successful surgeries.
In town,
doing what we can, feeding people.
bakery owner Dana Belfi began making meals for first responders, telling NBC's Liz Kreutz they never imagined this kind of tragedy here.
We are a very resilient, small community, and we are here to support one another.
That sentiment shown in a stirring procession that stretched for more than 30 miles across the reeling town.
Firefighters don't think of themselves as heroes, but I can tell you as the fire chief today, they're my heroes.
So the sheriff says the suspect had a few minor interactions with law enforcement, including trespassing and welfare checks, but no known criminal history or ties to terrorism. They say 30 minutes after firefighters arrived on scene, Rowley actually had an interaction with them, in their words, connected in some way to where his car was parked. For at least the next few days, firefighters, guys, are going to be accompanied by police on every single call.
All right, Sam, thank you.
Some type of separation army. You know, it's like there's always one that has the finances, everything, and the others are just, you know, just ain't got a life. Yeah. So and this is the pictures that they take. I mean, they're no damn. This might as well be a cartel, terrorists. They don't deal with drugs; they deal with hatred. This is like a cartel right here. That's it. Now, that lady, the first one, the preacher, she said that he allegedly attacked somebody with a knife, assaulted the woman with a knife. I don't think it was major injury or nothing. Maybe just, I don't know. She didn't go into detail. So there was, but they really caked over it. This is the terrorist that we're talking about. Did you see this picture right here? I mean, Trump's ill management of the English language brings people like that underneath his, wearing his little caps. I mean, it's a hateful individual. They're separatists, they're racist, they're mentally, I don't know, I can hate somebody just because you got to be thinking about this all the time, and nobody owns me. No. I'm glad I own you. I don't even know you. I'm glad you hate me. Man, I'm glad. But there you have those Stephen Miller saying, "Hey, no, let's go to the farms, hurt the farming industry, hurt the American economy." When they can just go to Idaho. You know the areas. I could drive up to these areas. I know I ran into a few of them over there in Kentucky too. They didn't say anything, but you could feel the spirit. And thank God they didn't say anything because I'm stupid. And I probably would have used the fire extinguisher and put it in their eyes. Actually, I was carrying something else. Christ. That's what it was. But hey, how about doing these homegrown terrorists that are out there just twiddling their thumbs, making plans, and, you know, because we lost 3, I believe, brave men.